The LandCarbon project essentially started as mapping carbon across the estate, publicly managed lands. But it has evolved into trying to understand how carbon is affected in the landscape, what drives carbon, and what benefits can potentially be gained out of the carbon farming initiative. So our project is actually collaborating across a range of different stakeholders. We've got involvement from Melbourne University, we've got involvement from Sydney University, we've got involvement from the CSIRO. That's because we're collecting basic information that allows us to really understand how carbon is stored in the environment, and it allows so much knowledge to be gained across all the different areas of forest management. So far we've really progressed our work both in trying to understand the impacts of fire on carbon stocks. So we undertake a lot of research primarily trying to understand the role of fire as a single event but also as a regime. And we've also undertaken some destructive harvesting work in the Strathbogie forests, and that has progressed really well and has really given us our first initial results that have allowed us to say to the Commonwealth that they need to improve their model in Victorian forests. So essentially with destructive harvesting, what you do is you take some trees out of the forest, but only enough trees to really understand how much carbon each of those different species hold. And what you do is you weigh those to be able to generate a better understanding about the value of carbon in situ, so in place, and how it actually develops that carbon over time. So whilst it is destructive in terms of a number of individuals, what you're really doing is you're just generating a small data set to allow you to inform the broader forest. So you really get to understand how much carbon the broader forest contains. And realistically, we only undertake this work in areas that are already allocated through the wood utilisation planning. The benefit of our work really is about trying to understand the uncertainties about where carbon is stored, about the risks that that carbon is stored in the environment, whether it be fire or whether it be other activities such as disease. And really to understand the opportunities that the CFI potentially allows the people in Victoria to engage with the CFI to generate good environmental outcomes for the state.